Hello there. I'm starting live. I'm going live on two forms of social media today. We're going to be live on the YouTube channel right here, and we're also going to start our live on the Facebook group in about 2 seconds. So let me just adjust my lighting a little bit so that you guys can see me. Make sure that I have all of my stuff. So we're getting ready to start. So let me hit the live. Okay, going live here. All right, I am live on two platforms. I'm live here on my YouTube channel, and I'm live here in my private Facebook group with my ladies. So tonight we're going to talk about a health assessment, and I'm going to give it another second or so. Want to kind of wait for some ladies to join, but in the meantime, I will tell you who I am and what I do. So if you see me looking from side to side a little bit, that's what's going on right here. I'm trying to look at the camera over here for YouTube and look at the camera over here for Facebook. So for those who don't know me or who have never met me, I am Trennis Mosley. I'm also known as Coach T. I am the owner of Royalty Fitness, which is an online personal training company. I help busy females over 40 who want to work on their chronic health conditions and also lose 30 to 50 pounds in the process. And this is done without dieting, okay? So hello, ladies. I'm just giving a little introduction to myself so some people can give some people a chance to get on. I hope everybody's doing well. So tonight we're going to, and that's, I'm sorry, I was in the middle of my introduction, and that's what I do. I've been doing personal training and in the fitness realm for over 10 years. Hey, Deidre. Hey, Valerie. Hey, Terry. Hey, Miss Lowe. Hello, Lizzie. I'm a certified personal trainer. I'm certified in virtual training. I'm also a certified group personal training specialist, fitness nutrition specialist, TRX instructor, indoor cycling instructor, and I can't remember anything else, but I think I have about 7 or 8 certifications. But let's get started while everybody's here. I don't want to keep you guys too long. It's already after 7. So I made sure I have notes because, Coach T can get a little long-winded and get off course. So I want to make sure I stay on track. So tonight we're going to be talking about a health assessment. Now, I know you've heard of a health assessment before. You've probably heard of it in conjunction with a fitness assessment, which is usually when it's done. But since y'all are my ladies, I wanted to give y'all a chance to actually have a health assessment done because I have a new program that's coming out. But a part of that program is when I bring clients on board, they're doing a health assessment. But I'm always looking out for my people. So I want to give you guys a chance to actually get this health assessment and do it on your own. You're going to score yourself and see where you are health wise. But I want to give you the ins and outs of it, of why you should be doing it, what's the benefits of it, and things like that. But yeah, like I said, it's going to be for my high ticket clients, and it's part of their program that they're going to get. But I got to look out for my ladies that have been with me forever. So I know you've heard of a fitness assessment, as I said earlier, and a lot of you have actually had a fitness assessment done by Coach T. But as you know, a fitness assessment does have a health portion to it. When I've done your fitness assessment, I've also, hey, Paula, I've asked for your weight, or you're giving you your body mass index, ask for your height, ask for your age, and things like that. So those are the parameters that we have, whether we're doing a health assessment or a fitness assessment. So we always ask for those things. But also when I did the fitness assessment on you ladies, I had you doing certain movements, And for my ladies that were in the boot camp, remember at the park when you were doing a plank and you were doing squats and things like that, so I could watch your form. So that was the fitness assessment that had a health assessment portion to it. Okay. But now this health assessment that you're going to do is just strictly about your health, and it's going to add a little twist to it, because we all know the things that are asked normally, right? It's like, you ask about our weight, you ask about our blood pressure, you ask about if we're eating vegetables, how much water we're drinking. Well, this health assessment has a little twist to it. Hey there, Miss Sarah. So for this one, it's going to evaluate your health status, things that you're doing already, but it's also going to evaluate things that you're doing. Listen to this, things that you're doing that affect your health that you don't realize they affect your health. Hold that right there. I'm going to give you a little bit more detail on it. Certain things you're doing that you don't realize, you do them every day like clockwork, and you don't realize that they're affecting your overall health. And the reason that I'm getting into this, because this whole health thing, and guys, I'm right there with you, it's so daunting, and it's like so much, and you do so much, and you watch what you eat, and you exercise, and you drink water, and it seems like everything that you do is just never enough. It's like the weight just won't stay away, or it just won't stay down. You might lose it, and then it'll just creep back up on you. Well, hello, Dr. G. What us fitness professionals are finding out, that's why I'm always continuing to do continuing education courses. What we're finding out is that it's more than diet or nutrition and exercise. Is a lot of other factors, especially for us women that are over 40, because menopause and all it brings with it, it definitely interferes with just eating and exercise and keeping the weight off. It's just not that easy. Sleep pattern is involved, and your mental well-being is involved. And so we're going to get into that. So I'll just give you a little bit more detail. But we're just finding that it's much more than nutrition and exercise. All right. So for this one, as I was saying, in order to have long-term success, we need to understand all the factors that are involved in the bottom line of not just losing weight, but keeping weight off long term. So that's the type of health assessment that I'm talking about. And I'm looking at my notes because I want to stay on track, because Coach T. So, things that we're going to talk about, and these are the things that I'm going to really delve into with my clients, taking it to a whole nother level. We're going to talk about sleep patterns. If you've heard a lot of my live streams and things I've been talking about lately has been about sleep, sleep, sleep. Sleep pattern is very important. A good sleep or decent sleep is very important. Mental well-being, alcohol intake, and tobacco use. So those are some factors that come into play also. So there's also what we call a habit, HABIT, and I'm only spelling it because I know sometimes my words might be a little messed up. A habit factor. All right, write that down. There's also a habit factor that stops you from staying on course. And that habit is, we know what habits are, something that we do, and we do it all the time. And it's habit, it's second nature at this point. But you don't realize that habit is affecting your overall health. It's affecting your overall goal for keeping that weight off. So here we go. So these are the things that when you do the health assessment, and you're going to be scoring yourself on a health assessment, it's going to have two parts to it. So one part of the health assessment, you're going to be writing down things that you're currently doing. Well, it's going to ask you things you're currently doing, and you're going to score yourself where you are. Currently, like if you currently are eating fruits and vegetables on a daily basis, and if it's scoring you from 0 to 10, you say, oh yeah, I'm on top of that. I'm getting my fruits and vegetables. I feel pretty good about that. So I'll rate myself with a 5. So that's the way that it's going to look for certain things like that. That's are the norm that we normally do. Then it's going to get to a monetary section And so this is where it's going to add a different twist. And you're going to be like, oh, they're really getting in my business. But see, that's why you're going to do it on your own. And we're not doing that as a group and putting people on blast because you don't want everybody in your business. I had to do it myself. It's a little painful when you do it, ladies, when you adding up that score and it's like, seeing something on paper in black and white brings it into a different reality, because you really like looking at it like, dang, I really didn't know that. So that's the reason for taking it on your own. All right. So this is the way it's going to be broken down. So they have some things that you want to consider your health factors. And when you get to the second part of the health assessment, that is about spending money, there's certain things that you're spending money on that you don't realize that are contributing to your bad health. For example, coffee. If you are one of those Starbucks people that always got to have your Starbucks, if not every day, every other day, that is a habit that's contributing to why you can't get the weight off. I don't care if you put like skim milk or whatever, it's still that habit of you still having those calories in that coffee or whatever drink that you have. So that's one of the things that I was talking about, something you spend money on that's a habit that's causing a decline in your health, or you're not staying as healthy and you can't keep the weight off. So the way it's going to work is that some things that you can do to improve your overall health that's going to be on the health assessment are things like prayer. And I think it asks you, do you pray? So it has a scale on there from 0 to 10. It asks you about meditation. And these are the things that improve your health. Because we know prayer. We know how prayer is. We know prayer works. We know we some praying people, especially our people. We've been praying all our lives. This is something that has been handed down from generation to generation. Our ancestors prayed, to stay in the right frame of mind. Meditation, that is something that you can do to improve your health. So you want to rate yourself on that. Quality sleep. I know when I ran my first program online last year, when I first got my fitness app, a lot of ladies I didn't realize were not getting good quality sleep. Quality sleep is so important because that's where your body rests. That's where your body recovers. That's where your cells turn over. So if you're not getting good quality sleep, you're not going through the whole process of bringing your body to optimal health the next day, because the cells are not turning over because you're not sleeping. So you're starting off behind the 8 ball, if you understand what I'm saying. So quality sleep. And I think I gave the ladies some tools that they could use to actually try to attain quality sleep. And I think I even did I even spoke about some of those tools on one of my lives, like last week or whatever. Not one of my lives, but I think a video that I did, some tips to get some good quality sleep. You don't realize how important it is until you're lacking sleep. And I also say it on there is that you can go longer without water than you can without sleep. It is so imperative to the body that we get sleep. Don't believe that whole adage that people always say, oh, I'll sleep when I'm dead. No, because lack of sleep will kill you. Okay, let's just be honest. Accountability and support. That is so big. And my ladies, I was always texting y'all. I was always sending y'all messages in the app because accountability and support is very important for you to succeed, for you to stay on course, for you to feel like, you have some support to help do this. The accountability that I use for myself, I have my tablet, and every day that I exercise, it doesn't matter how much time I exercise, what type of exercise I'm doing, the time of day. I write all that down every day because I'm holding myself accountable. Since I don't have a workout buddy all the time, I do run with a run group. So that holds me accountable because I don't want somebody to wait for me and then I'm not there. So that's just, They don't have to, or I don't have to run with them. I could do it by myself, but I like it because it holds me accountable. If I did not have a group to get up and go see, a group to get up and go run with and to engage in, I probably would stay in the bed. But it's like, oh, nope, I know it's 6 o'clock and it's just me and her today, and I don't want to leave her out there in the darkness. So, all of that just to say that that's my level of accountability that I have. So, that's what coaches do. Coaches hold you accountable. Have you in a support group, because it's definitely been proven, scientifically proven, that it does help you with long-term weight loss or your long-term goals. Also, if you never thought about this, meal scheduling. It's not the same as meal prep. It's not the same as meal prep. Meal scheduling, already knowing ahead of time what you're going to eat. Why? Because it stops you from just grabbing anything. It stops you from grazing all day. It stops you from nibbling all day. If you already know when you get up in the morning, this is going to be my breakfast, this is going to be my lunch, this is going to be my dinner, and these are going to be my 2 snacks, then it stops all of the other noise and you're just looking for stuff. Because y'all know how it goes when you're hungry and it's last minute, you grabbing any and everything to eat. And what does that do? That knocks you off course. So scheduling, even if you don't, I have a lot of ladies that don't eat breakfast. Fine. If you don't eat breakfast, that's your thing. But know when you're going to have your meal. You're going to tell yourself, okay, I don't eat breakfast, but at 10 o'clock, I'm going to have a smoothie, or at 10 o'clock, I'm going to have some almonds and some yogurt or something. You have to schedule it. You have to know when you're going to eat, or you're going down a rabbit hole of just grabbing any and everything. All right. So those are some of the things that are on the assessment that you're going to rate yourself on if you're currently doing them from 0 to 10. And I can't remember exactly how many items are in that section, but then you're going to total it up. All right. So after you've done that part of the assessment, that's part 1 of the assessment. Then this is kind of fun part. Part 2 of the assessment is all about money. Yeah, it's all about money. So some things you can do that will decline your overall health and cause you unhealthy habits. Okay. So one of the things, I just mentioned it a little earlier, morning coffee stops. If you stopping, you got a Starbucks card, they know you. Hey, you come through that every day. They know your name. They got your cup already with your name on it because they know you coming to Starbucks to get that coffee every morning. That's an unhealthy expense. It's an unhealthy expense. All right. Retail therapy. Yes, 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 yes. Retail therapy. That is a big one. A lot of us don't realize that when we are stressed, when we are bored, when we are anxious, a lot of things are going on in our lives and we just can't get it together. Retail therapy, we get online and we start shopping. That's an unhealthy expense. It's unhealthy because you need to learn how to deal with your emotions in another way. Some people eat their emotions, some people shop their emotions, but either way is not good. All right. Another one is medications. Now, this only applies if the illness can be controlled by losing weight. And type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. If you're on those medications and your doctor told you, if you lose 10 pounds, if you lose 20 pounds, if you lose 30 pounds, I can get you up those meds, then that's an unhealthy expense because you're only paying for it because you don't want to lose the weight, or you can't lose the weight, or you're tired of yo-yoing up and down, or whatever it is. It's causing you an unhealthy expense because it can be controlled by loss of weight, but for some reason you can't get it together, so you still have to spend that money every month to take that med. All right. Another one is frequently eating out, whether it's fast food or a restaurant. You might be a food snob and say, "Oh, I don't do fast food, Coach T." That's fine. But you might be a restaurateur. You might be one of those people that's always, you don't cook. You don't cook. You call DoorDash and everybody else, and you always picking up food. Stop. That's an unhealthy expense because most of the times those foods, you don't know the caloric intake in it. It's highly has probably too much salt. It has too much sugar. You're not controlling what's in it. And have you ever gone to a restaurant? Because I know for me, as I've gotten older, look, like every time I go to a restaurant and I try something that I've never had, I don't feel good the next day. They're using all kind of spices and this and that, and my digestive system just don't get along with all that anymore. So the way to get around that, and then you've spent money on something that you weren't happy with. It made you feel bad. It made you feel bloated. You don't know if they're using dairy in it. Sometimes they tell you they're not, but we've seen all of these stories that have come out lately. For me, that's a fish eater, that they're not even using a fish that they have on the menu. Like I go for salmon, I go for cold water fish, and they're, using whatever kind of fish, and it's not really the fish that I asked for or something like that. So you can only control what goes in your mouth if you're controlling it at home. So frequently eating out at restaurants is an unhealthy expense. Okay, let me just put it out there. And the last one that is on that list, and this is not the entire list, guys, because it's gonna take you about a good 5 or 6 minutes to go through the entire thing. The last one that's on there is your happy hour. I know especially a lot of the younger women that are closer to just getting into their 40s or their early 40s. Happy hour for them, baby. It's like, or either when they come home, it's like, I just gotta have my wine. I just gotta have my wine. You gotta find another way to deal with that. Because we've had reports, you've read reports, you've seen stuff that wine is good for you or good for the heart or whatever, but they don't say wine every day. They don't say a bottle of wine a day to get rid of your stress because you're a teacher and you had a bad day and them little bad children worked on your nerves. You can't come home and guzzle down a bottle of wine and then you go on a happy hour every Friday. Then you got to go to, brunch and have, something to drink at brunch. It's just, yeah, you just got to watch that. So that could be another unhealthy expense if you're doing it a lot. So it's going to score you on that too. So be honest. Be real with yourself because it's about you. Don't put what you think somebody else wants to see. Don't think you're going to put that, oh, it's like, I don't want them in my business. No, be honest with yourself because this is for you. When you do that, that's for you. That's not for Coach T. If you want to discuss it with me, if you were coming onto my program, then it would become my issue. But like I said, I'm giving you guys access to it because y'all are my ladies in my group. But for my ladies that are going to be coming into the program, yeah, we have to be honest with it because if she's not being honest with me about she's drinking every day and I'm trying to help her to lose weight and not realizing her belly fat is coming from too much sugar with the alcohol, you're not being honest. I can't help you if you're not being honest with me. So be honest with yourself. If you're going to be doing this on your own, you're going to take on this responsibility of taking this health assessment so that you can see where you are and see where you can improve on your health. Be honest with yourself. All right. So this is it's different. You're gonna rate yourself on things that you've heard of before. You're gonna tally your scores at the end. You're gonna tally your expenses, and then it's going to let you know because a lot of things are hurting your health behind the scenes that you don't realize they're hurting your health. So when you take this assessment, that's what it's going to expose to you, that some things that are behind the scenes are going to be hurting you. So that is what I wanted to tell you about that health assessment. So let me see. Hey there, Miss Dina. So does anybody have any questions for me that you might want to ask about the health assessment? I have to have your email address because it's a PDF, so I can't just send it to your phone because it's a PDF. And sorry, but unfortunately, it's attached to my whole presentation for my ladies that are coming on board. So you can just, I'm talking on it. So I was gonna say you can just like scan through the slides, but I recorded it because it's for the program that's coming out. But yeah, it's just going to give you some good insights. And the entire thing takes like about 12 minutes. So do it, when you have some time to sit down, when you have some time to really contemplate where you are, where you would like to go. And then, like I said, it gives you a different view. It gives you a different insight of your health and the expenses that it's costing you, because unhealthiness does cost. It costs to be unhealthy. Because we know medicine is a $1 million, $1 billion industry, and we have a lot of doctors out there that like to push pills. So let's just be real and call it what it is. Call a spade a spade. Some of them like to do that. So being unhealthy can definitely cost us a lot more money than we're willing to want to spend on a monthly basis. But I also have some good news for my boot campers. And who's on here? Dr. G's on here. I saw Miss Lowe on here. I was trying to go through for my boot campers. By tomorrow, well, it's tomorrow, Friday. I'm gonna give myself some more days just in case. Um, we might have a spot, ladies. We might have, I mean, an indoor spot. I don't mean a permanent spot at the park. We might have an indoor spot to do our boot camp. If everything goes well, if I go see the spot, if everything goes well, the price is right, everything is right. Um, yeah. Who said I'm ready? I'm trying to see. Miss Lowe. I knew that. Miss Lowe. Yeah, so I will definitely let you guys know for sure. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I really want this for you guys, because believe it or not, I miss you guys being in the park. Right now I'm taking a course online, some continuing education stuff that I do on Tuesdays, but it's almost over. I think I have like 2 more weeks. It's over right after Memorial Day or something like that. But even if we just get in there on Thursdays for right now, but I would like to continue it for the same time, 5:30 to 6:15, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and it's in a safe area. Yeah, so it was a lot of stuff for me to really think about the safety of you ladies, your vehicles. Just was a lot of factors. So this spot might be the one, because it does check off everything on my list that I was looking for to keep all of us safe. You don't want to try to work out and you're not feeling safe, or where you're coming, you're not feeling safe when you're leaving or anything like that. So but I'll let you know for sure. Hopefully I should have an answer by Monday. If not, if I don't come in and say anything, that means it didn't work out for one reason or another. But if it's meant to be, it'll be. But I'm not gonna stop trying. I've been calling a lot of different places, and we'll see. We will definitely see what happens. So, ladies, if anybody is interested in getting their hands on that health assessment, make sure that you let me know. Reach out to me, and I'll let you know if I have your email address, or if you just want to give me your email address. You don't have to do it here in the group. You could privately text me. For most of y'all have my phone number or my email address or whatever, and send it to me, and I'll definitely get that over to you so that you can really take a deep dive and see the things that really affect your overall health, and realize that it's just not about eating and exercise. If it was just about eating and exercise, baby, I think we would all be where we want to be at right now. But there's a lot of factors that that are coming into play that we really don't know coming into play. All right. Just telling you. So does anybody have any questions for me before I let you go? I really appreciate you ladies coming on. Every time I have a live, y'all just jump on and y'all are there. I'm going to just scroll up a little bit. Oh, yes, I want. Okay. All right. So you got my information. Just text me. You got my phone number. Just text me your. Oh, you know what? You already on my email address. I'll just put you down. If anybody just go back, and say, I want it, and I'll look through. And if I don't have your email address already, most of you I do, but if I don't have it, I'll reach out to you privately and let you know I don't have your email address to send it. So you can do that, go through here and just put it down and say, like Terry just did, and say, I want it. And I know I already have her email address, and I'll send it over. All right. And once you have it, if you have any questions after that, that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to answer any questions that you might have. If you want to get on the new program, if you want to get on the old program, you want to come to the park. I mean, not to the park. You want to come to the boot camp once we get the boot. If we get this boot camp rolling, I'm going to have to put a cap on it, because a lot of people are just itching, just waiting to get in the boot camp class. Because my ladies that have been with me for like 3 years, they know how it goes down. And guess what, ladies? If we indoors, we not stopping it for the summer. We just going to go, we going year round, all right? Because people work out in the winter, right? Long as you inside, you and outside in the cold, we good, but we still going to get that working, all right? So, ladies, all right, I'm getting it. I'm seeing who all, yep, so far, everybody that has said that they want it, I have their email address, and I will make sure that you ladies get that information. And, yeah, all right. Can't wait for it, huh, D? Yeah, I know, me too. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Y'all say a prayer tomorrow. If it's meant to be, it's going to happen. If not, then the Lord has something bigger and better. But I'm not giving up, okay? So that is my focus right now, doing my new program virtually online, and also doing my boot camp here in New Orleans on Tuesdays and Thursdays, okay? All righty, ladies. Well, y'all have, that's right, manifest it. I've been manifesting it too, D. I really have been. Every day it's like I'll try something different, call somewhere different. I was like, oh, well, I don't get too discouraged. I was like, it just wasn't meant to be. Let's just keep on moving to the next one. That's what it's all about, right? Yes. All right, ladies, y'all have a good night. And for everybody that's already said that they want it, give me till tomorrow, because y'all know I'm trying to get over to the spot tomorrow and see how it looks on the inside. We got to be safe. We got to see how it look on the inside, if they got enough room for us to stretch out. You know how we did at the park. All right, ladies, y'all have a good night. Bye-bye.